Okay, are we live with sound? I hope so. I don't know. I don't know. Hope so. Still have a few things to do before we can take a walk. Hello, do we have sound? Anybody? Yes, we do. I just heard my own voice. Okay, I just need to gather a few things and then we can try to take a walk. Welcome to Sapsucker Woods, everybody. Mess of wires, but I need a coat and a tripod. Be right with you. I just heard a black-capped chickadee, and I hear some Canada geese. As I drove here, I may have seen a red-tailed hawk on a power pole, but I'm not sure. It was either that or a crow, but I couldn't tell, given the distance. Well, I strongly suspect it was a hawk. Okay, I think that's here. Like I said, welcome to Sapsucker, everybody. I don't know if we're going to have time to go to the campus or not. Hold on, I got to adjust one thing or two. Oh. These coats with the built-in collars are just a pain. Or the built-in hoods, I should say. Because they don't treat collars properly. Anyway, I don't know if we'll have time to go to the campus or not. We're here late. It's getting dark already. Sun is low in the sky, but we'll do our best to at least see things here, and we'll see what's around as best we can. Maybe we'll blame the ducks at Montezuma. Sure didn't waste too much time at tufted titmouse, I think. Okay, so we've heard a chickadee. I haven't seen one yet, and that was a tufted titmouse. I believe it's still in the mid-40s. Maybe a little colder, maybe a little warmer. Probably a little colder if I had to guess. On the ground I see a northern cardinal and a gray, well, I did see a northern cardinal and a gray squirrel in the feeding garden. Chickadees are voicing today so far. Oh, I think maybe some kind of woodpecker. It looked like just flew into the feeding garden, but I did not get a good look at it. Quiet here in terms of Canada geese. I did hear some earlier, but I don't see any now. There may be some, but I don't see them. And a few small birds here and there. Let me look around with binoculars. I hear a white-breasted nuthatch. Okay, I think we're gonna move right along. Canada geese, 3 of them in the air. Little birds flying around, but they're a little too fast for me. Some maybe chickadees. They're flying back and forth. We're gonna get to the trails. There's not all that much activity here right now. Okay, let's go. Well, who knows, it may be a quick walk here today. Last week we ended up staying here till the end. But it was beautiful here last week, it really was. The sun was setting and it was just a nice scene really as the Canada geese came in. Well, first they were here, then they left and came back. I don't know if they were the same geese. I wish we were here earlier in the day, but I can't say I really regret how things have gone so far, personally. And did we see anything like rare or anything? No. But, you know, I felt we had good looks at things. You know, the kind of views we don't get every day. And as I said before, sometimes it's even seeing the commonly seen birds, but if we see them very well, I can be very happy with that as well. Most of the leaves should be down by now, that's for sure. Just about everything. Except the kind of leaves that hang around maybe well into the winter, or maybe they never fall. Didn't see many cars here, a few, but wouldn't really expect that many either. Not this late in the day. I don't know if it was busy here earlier in the day or not. May have been. It's a nice place to take a walk, that's for sure. I have a feeling we're not going to see all that much here today. Maybe I'm wrong, but given the time of day and it's getting cold, so far things have been quiet. Unless the geese come in or something. We may be back at the car before you know it. I am hearing a Canada goose. Oh, a few of them in the air. 6 of them, 5 or 6. What happened? Hold on 1 second. Okay. Anyway, they were flying overhead. It didn't look like they were necessarily coming in. I did see, both on the way up and on the way back here, quite a few Canada geese on Cayuga Lake. In one stretch along the shoreline. I mean, I don't know how many there were. I mean, I wouldn't say thousands, but a fair number. And of course, we saw quite a few, come into the main pool there at, along Wildlife Drive. Hello. Awfully quiet. Last week was a lot warmer, and I have to imagine that makes some difference. And now there's some people here at the Charlie Harper bench area. We'll take a quick look, see if we can see anything. Hello. Let me take a quick look with binoculars. I don't see anybody. Nothing really going on. All right, let's continue. These are the same two people, it looks like, at the Sherwood platform. I think I might be hearing maybe chickadees nearby. Pardon me. All right, let me just look around a little bit, see if there's anything. Awfully quiet here at Sapsucker today. I really don't see anything. That looks like an American black duck. And I may have just heard a robin, I'm not sure. Yes, I heard, well, I think I just heard a second robin. Okay, we've seen a beaver, an American black-duck. We've seen or heard black-capped chickadees, American robin, white-breasted nuthatch, tufted titmouse. What am I hearing now? Northern cardinal. I am not sure what I'm hearing now. Oh, I did see some starlings on the way in, too. Just a couple of them. Whatever that was, I don't hear it now. That was the black duck again. And we're going to move on, I think. Might as well. I don't see much going on here. Nice to see the black duck, though. I didn't happen to notice any at Montezuma. Although I'd have to guess there were some, but I just didn't see any. May have seen like I had mentioned earlier, I thought I might have seen a woodpecker fly into the feeding garden, but I didn't get a good look at it, and I couldn't even be sure it was a woodpecker. I just heard something move near me. At least I thought I did. Oh, I did. Hold on. It's a robin. I'm going to leave. I want to leave it alone. It's in the brush there. There are times when I'd like to stay and look at something. It happens more here than anywhere else, but I'd like to stay and look at something, and I decide to move on just because I don't want the bird to be watching me watch it and be kind of freaked out. I guess, you know, sometimes we'll be walking along and maybe we'll see some ducks or something, you know, right at the water's edge, and I would just assume, you know, not really bother them. I noticed last week, and I guess I've noticed on other occasions too, but even though the water levels are improved here, we're not hearing anything flow out through the outflow. So they're not that high yet. I'm just going to take a quick look around. I think I might be hearing the chip note of a white-throated sparrow. Just heard it again. And this is an area where they often are, more specifically right over here. But we're going to get moving. There's not much going on here. So it's been quiet. Something like a chickadee again. It's certainly cold enough to see your breath when you exhale. I remember years ago, I don't remember if I caught it in a photo, but I remember you could see the breath of the Canada geese. It's just kind of nice. I was watching one. I think I'm just going to skip. Well, you know what? I was going to skip the fuller wetlands here. Oh, and there are some ducks. We are going to skip, I think. But, some mallards. But I'm not going to go any farther. I was hoping we'd see some ducks, but I just want to back out. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to disturb them. I'd rather they just continue eating. There may be more over there, but if we walked by, I'd just be afraid that we'd startle them. It's late in the day, and at that close proximity while walking, not in the car, I think we might bother them. So we're going to head right to the car, and we will try to get to the campus. We won't have much time. It's getting dark already, but we'll see what we can do. Okay? Okay. I'll need a few minutes, of course, before we can start driving. A quiet walk here. So glad we did it, but wish we had seen more here, of course. Can't say I'm really surprised. I'm hearing that again. I wonder. Okay, again, I need a minute or two before we can get underway. Do you hear that? I don't know if that's a bird or bug. I have no idea. I don't know if the camera picked it up either. Oh, I hear it again. I don't know. I'll be with you as soon as possible. Those geese just came in, the 5. They've been flying around a bit. I assume they're saying one thing or not, but I think they just came in. Let's get to the campus. I'll worry about the other camera when we get there. See if we find a hawk first. Wire, get that. There we go. Okay. Curls of the wires curl right around everything. how they do it, but they do. So obviously not our best visit to Sapsucker. Maybe it was a waste of time. Maybe not. And we're only going to have a very few minutes by the looks of things on the campus. It's getting dark quickly. Hope you're appreciating the slightly improved view. This camera, we've been using it, for a while now at Sapsucker, and but when I bring it back into the car, the view has been a little low. I've done something to raise it a few inches, so it's a little bit better in terms of looking over the dash. Hopefully it'll stay focused a little better too. That time will tell. Of course, it's getting dark and it's hard for a camera to stay focused in the dark. .39 degrees according to the thermometer. Not surprised. I mean, it did feel like it was, colder, and it's obviously later in the day. Come on, Light. Let's go. November is really, I mean, if you think about it, at least in this, where we go, it's an interesting month because the weather can be, so different from one week to the next. if you're talking July, I mean, you could have a rainy day, or, and even some days may be cooler, but I mean, generally, what do you expect? Pretty warm to hot days. Whether it's sunny or rainy, that's one thing, but I mean, here in November, I mean, granted, we had maybe unusually warm weather last week, but, today's more seasonal. And but as I've mentioned before, we've seen some November weather where it was very cold. I mean, in the teens, and we've seen heavy snowfalls. So I mean, you never know what you're going to get. But I have to say, when it comes to sapsucker, I think November has become one of my favorite months because, by November the pond is free of the lily pads, and you can get some nice late day sunshine, and it's just it can be just beautiful there. Get in there in a hurry. Do I see people out on the golf course? They may just be walking. I don't know if they're playing golf. It may have been a little cold today, and I'm guessing it was kind of gray here in Ithaca. Although, I don't know if it was gray here in Ithaca. It may have been more sunny than it was in Montezuma. But I'll bet, if you're really a committed golfer, I'll bet it was a decent day. I'd rather go bird watching. I knew we wouldn't make this late. Oh well. I have a feeling we're not going to see anybody. It's late, but sorry about that. if you're wondering, and I'm sure it was last week too, but the tower's back to normal. No more jack-o'-lantern faces. I don't think we're going to see anybody this late, unless we happen to catch them in a roosting spot. I think I see Mars. Look at something. Just want to look at Bradfield. I thought I might have seen something, but I don't believe so. Nope. Nope. Got things fenced off here. I wonder if they're are they doing construction on? I don't know. I was doing some construction. Some of the athletic field lights are on. I don't know who's down there. I don't know if they're playing soccer. I don't know what they're doing, but quite honestly, it's good to see, whatever it is. Well, I don't think we're going to find anybody. We'll drive around a little bit, but I don't believe we're going to see anybody. I'm sorry about that. We're here late. My fault. My fault. Had I known that sapsucker was going to be have so little activity, maybe I would have just come here and skipped sapsucker altogether, but you never know what you're going to see there. And last week, granted it was just a week ago, and it was warmer weather, I admit that, but so things could have been, and they were different, but I have to say I enjoyed what we saw there last week. Couple bags. Hold on 1 second here. Hey. That was Celestial Body by Brian Simpson and Steve Oliver. One more song. One more.
Oops.
Sorry about that. Everyone, I want to just thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it like I did. You know, wish we could have seen more here in Ithaca, but at least we saw quite a bit in Montezuma. At least I liked what we saw. Hope you did too. But it's time for me to pack up and head home, I think. We're kind of out of light, out of birds. And even the camera's not focusing right now. That's a little better. So, everyone, until next time, have a great night and a great week. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.